What's going on, guys? It's Greg here, aka NYPrepper, and I'm here at an elk refuge in north central Pennsylvania. This is an abandoned coal mine that the coal company turned into an elk refuge, and there's always a lot of elk here. If you guys want to check out my elk videos, check out my Pennsylvania elk playlist, and I'll leave a link up above at the top of this video. But it's early March here in Pennsylvania and the snow melted, and I'm looking for some elk, and I wanted to just show you guys a couple of cows I found all the way down there. 3 cow elk. Check that out, guys. They're just catching some rays, and I'm gonna start looking for sheds pretty soon. The bulls, they dropped their antlers in late March and early April, so I'm going to walk around here and try to find a couple of sheds. I did see a few huge bulls last fall. I have videos of them in my playlist. Some massive 6x6 bulls. And there was one that was like a 8x8, I think it was. So just wanted to show you these beautiful elk here. It's such a treat to have them. I live in the Pennsylvania elk territory. This is what it looks like here. This was once a giant coal mine, and they converted it into an elk refuge. And this is just one part of it. This area is huge. It's thousands of acres. And there are active coal mines still in this area. But I think it's pretty cool that the company converted the land into a refuge. I think that's awesome. This is all I've seen today, guys, just these 3 cows. Haven't seen many bulls or anything. Might come back later after dark. I think these elk are a little bit spooked, and that's why they're not out here right now. They seem to like to come out at night more in these open areas. It's just so amazing to see these elk over here in Pennsylvania. And normally in this spot, there's usually probably 100 or 200 that hang out in these fields here. But I think they're hiding out in the woods or in the brush right now. I think they're going to come out in the open after the sun sets. They feel safer in the dark coming out in these open areas. But if you guys are interested in seeing more Pennsylvania elk footage, check out my Pennsylvania elk playlist. I got some really big bulls on camera. There was one monster. I think he was like a 7x7 or an 8x8. But Pennsylvania has some really big elk. They don't really have many predators here, except for black bears and people, and maybe the occasional mountain lion. There's no mountain lions or wolves in Pennsylvania, but people have seen mountain lions. I wouldn't be surprised if there's a few roaming around, but not enough to really put a dent in the population. So really just the young elk, the calves, they might get killed occasionally by black bears. And then of course hunting season here, but it's only just a week for the hunting season, so they have a quota. It's usually about 150 to 200 elk per year are allowed to be taken. So there's a lot of them here, and it's just incredible to see them here in Pennsylvania. And at one point elk were all across the east. They were extirpated over 100 years ago, but elk were everywhere. They were all the way into New York, and even parts of New England had them. So it's just really cool that the Pennsylvania Game Commission decided to maintain the population here. And Pennsylvania is one of the few places in the east that have an elk population. Tennessee, Kentucky, and North Carolina have elk as well in the mountain regions, and also the Ozark Mountains in Missouri, I believe, have a small population as well. But that's pretty much it for the east as far as elk go. It's just eastern Kentucky, eastern Tennessee, western North Carolina, and here north central Pennsylvania. That's pretty much it, and some in the Ozarks. And I believe there are some also in northern Minnesota and northern Wisconsin. I think they've reintroduced them there as well, so there's a small herd over there too. So it's really cool to see them though. Got some cows over here.